Have you ever wondered what it truly means to live independently and happily in your later years? Meet Grandal, an extraordinary 80-year-old who defies conventional expectations about aging. While many believe that old age necessitates dependence on others, Grandal demonstrates how self-reliance and a positive mindset can redefine what it means to grow older. In this video, you'll uncover her inspiring philosophy on living alone, the key habits that keep her vibrant and healthy, and why she believes that maintaining independence is the key to a fulfilling life. Stay with us until the end to learn how Grandal's approach to aging can offer valuable insights and practical advice for anyone looking to embrace their later years with dignity and joy. If you haven't yet subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support means a lot to me as we continue to grow our community and reach more people with our content. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If it's not quite your cup of tea, drop a 0 in the comments. Your feedback is crucial in helping me create content that better serves you. Let's get started. In contemporary society, reaching the age of 80 is often viewed as a significant demarcation in the journey of life. This milestone is frequently perceived as the onset of a period marked by diminishing independence and an increasing need for external assistance. Many believe that once an individual surpasses this venerable age, their capacity to care for themselves wanes, and they are inevitably required to rely on others to navigate the complexities of daily existence. Yet Grandal, a remarkably spirited and wise octogenarian, stands as a compelling counterexample to this prevailing viewpoint. Her life philosophy and approach to aging offer a poignant and refreshing perspective that defies conventional expectations. Grandal, now firmly in her 80s, embodies a strikingly different narrative. She resides alone, having made the deliberate choice to maintain her independence despite the numerous invitations from her children. These invitations, filled with the warmth of familial concern and love, suggest that she should move in with them to enjoy the benefits of shared family life and collective support. However, Grandal has consistently and graciously declined these offers, finding her path to fulfillment and contentment. Her decision to remain in her own home, navigating the world with a sense of self-reliance, speaks volumes about her unwavering spirit and personal philosophy. With a twinkle in her eye and a gentle laugh, Grandal often reflects on her choice to live alone. She remarks, "I am flourishing in my own company. There is no need to burden my children with the responsibility of my care. Embracing solitude in my later years is not only my preferred way of living but also the source of my greatest happiness and stability. The freedom and autonomy I experience are unmatched, and nothing else can compare to this sense of independence." Grandal's narrative is a powerful testament to the belief that the essence of a happy and fulfilling old age lies not in the proximity of loved ones, but in the ability to govern one's own life. Her experience underscores the idea that true contentment in one's later years is not contingent on being surrounded by family, but rather on one's ability to find joy and satisfaction in the freedom of self-determination. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Her story is a profound reminder that aging can be a time of vibrant independence and personal fulfillment, defying the stereotype of inevitable dependency. Grandal's life serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, illustrating that the path to a rich and rewarding old age is not predefined but rather shaped by one's own choices and perspectives. Grandal revels in the serene solitude that comes with living alone, cherishing each day as an opportunity to live at her own pace, free from the constraints and expectations of others. This steadfast independence is not merely a testament to her self-reliance, but also a profound statement of her commitment to preserving the dignity of her life. Her unwavering resolve to maintain this way of life until her final breath reflects her belief that true happiness and fulfillment come from being the master of one's existence. With a twinkle of pride and a sparkle of defiance in her eyes, Grandal often proclaims, "Here I am at 80 years old. My hearing remains as sharp as in my youth, my vision is still vibrant, and I walk with a lively spring in my step. If I didn't reveal my age, she'd think I was barely over 60. Full of vitality and energy, Grandal's life is a testament to her resilience and zest for living. Since the passing of her beloved husband a decade ago, her children have grown increasingly anxious about her well-being. Their concern manifests in persistent pleas for her to move in with them, driven by fears of potential accidents or health issues that might arise if she were alone. Despite their loving intentions, Grandal remains resolute in her choice to stay in her own home. She acknowledges and appreciates her children's heartfelt concern, but is firm in her decision not to uproot herself and relocate to their homes. For Grandal, the allure of freedom and the joy of living on her terms far outweigh any potential risks. She values the ability to govern her life according to her desires and is unwilling to compromise this freedom by adhering to the routines and habits of her children's households. The idea of being confined or restricted in ways that stifle her autonomy is unappealing to her. Furthermore, Grandal is keenly aware of the impact her presence might have on her children's lives. She understands that moving in with them, even though it is not explicitly spoken, could disrupt their peaceful existence, potentially causing strain on their relationships and affecting the harmony within their homes. In Grandal's view, maintaining her independence is not just about preserving her sense of freedom, but also about respecting her children's lives and avoiding becoming a source of unwarranted stress or disruption. Her life is a rich tapestry woven with threads of self-determination and self-respect, illustrating that true contentment and autonomy are achievable even in the twilight years of life. Grandal's understanding of the nuances in familial relationships is both profound and practical. She often reflects on the metaphor of a bowl of soup to describe her approach to maintaining a balanced distance from her children. Just as soup can scald the lips if it's too hot, or be lukewarm if it's too cold, the dynamics of living together can be similarly fraught with difficulties. Too close, and personal differences might spark conflicts too far, and the connection might wane. Aware of these potential issues, Grandal has carefully considered the implications of cohabitation with her children and decided that the best course of action is to maintain her independence. She recognizes that living together could introduce friction due to varying habits and perspectives, which could disturb the familial harmony she deeply cherishes. The idea of relocating to a nursing home is completely out of the question for her. The multitude of rules and regulations in such institutions feels restrictive and antithetical to the freedom she has become accustomed to in her own home. Likewise, the notion of hiring a caretaker does not sit well with her. Not only is the cost prohibitive, but she also feels that her pension, which she considers a hard-earned and personal resource, should be reserved for her own needs rather than for the expenses of external help. She is acutely aware of the pressures and demands faced by her children and is committed to not adding to their burdens. In light of these considerations, she has resolutely decided that relying on her capabilities is the most pragmatic and fulfilling choice. As long as her health remains robust and she can care for herself, she plans to continue living contentedly in her cherished abode. Grandal's commitment to self-sufficiency extends beyond mere necessity. It is a source of genuine pleasure and empowerment. She has devoted considerable effort to maintaining her physical health, engaging in extensive research to find effective ways to stay fit and active. Her enthusiasm for wellness even led her to embark on adventures with like-minded friends to visit renowned longevity villages. Her curiosity drove her to seek out the secrets of these remarkable communities, hoping to glean insights from their centenarian residents. What she discovered was truly inspiring. In these longevity villages, regardless of their advanced age, the elderly inhabitants shared a remarkable trait: they were never idle. Whether they were working in their fields, tending to their gardens, or performing daily chores around their homes, these individuals remained perpetually engaged in meaningful activities. They did not succumb to the expectation that old age should be a time of passive waiting or reliance on others. Instead, they embraced a lifestyle of constant movement and self-reliance, actively managing their own lives and responsibilities. This spirit of independence and resilience deeply resonated with Grandal. She admired the villagers' unwavering commitment to self-sufficiency and their refusal to let age dictate their level of activity. This ethos of active living and personal responsibility aligns perfectly with her values and reinforces her determination to live her life on her terms. Grandale's journey and the lessons she has drawn from her experiences underscore a powerful message that the essence of a fulfilling and independent old age lies in maintaining one's autonomy and engaging actively with life, no matter the age. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. As Grandale observed the elders from longevity villages, a distinct pattern emerged. Each of these individuals shared a resolute, cheerful, and optimistic disposition. Despite varying levels of material wealth, they approached each day with a sense of purpose and joy. Their longevity, it seemed, was not merely a result of physical health, but also deeply intertwined with their positive outlook on life. They practiced the simple yet profound secrets of eating nourishing foods, sleeping soundly, and maintaining a consistently good mood. These habits, Grandale realized, were fundamental to their extended lifespans and vibrant health. Inspired by their example, she began to envision her future with renewed clarity and determination. In her earlier years, Grandale would sometimes find herself fixated on minor annoyances, letting trivial issues upset her mood for days on end. However, witnessing the resilience and joy of these long-lived elders prompted a significant shift in her perspective. She learned to embrace a more cheerful and optimistic approach to life, allowing her overall well-being to flourish naturally as a result. This transformation not only enhanced her mental outlook, but also had a palpable impact on her physical health. Observing her peers who struggled with health issues provided further motivation for Grandale. Many of them led irregular lives, plagued by poor eating and sleeping habits, and a lack of physical activity. These detrimental lifestyle choices had taken a toll on their health, rendering them increasingly dependent on others as they aged. The stark contrast between their lives and her aspirations was a powerful reminder of the importance of maintaining autonomy and vitality. The thought of losing her independence and relying on others was profoundly unsettling to her. She firmly believes that health is a dynamic state that requires constant maintenance. If one does not actively exercise and care for their body, it will inevitably decline. Determined to avoid this fate, Grandale has committed herself to a disciplined regimen of physical activity, regardless of the weather or season. Whether amid scorching heat or amidst the chill of winter, she ensures that exercise remains a central part of her daily routine. Even when faced with wind and rain, she continues to venture outside, moving her body and engaging with the world around her. Her steadfast dedication to remaining active and avoiding the sedentary lifestyle that can accompany aging is a testament to her belief that one's vitality and health are directly influenced by their actions. For Grandale, the notion of wasting away at home, allowing her health to deteriorate, is simply unacceptable. Instead, she chooses to embrace life with vigor and resilience, firmly committed to living on her terms for as long as possible. Grandale's commitment to maintaining her independence extends far beyond daily exercise. She actively seeks out new experiences and challenges through group travels. Whether navigating rugged trails or ascending steep hills, she embraces these physical demands with a resolute spirit. Even when well-meaning companions offer assistance, Grandale insists on managing the obstacles herself. She firmly believes that accepting help could lead her to gradually forfeit her self-discipline and ultimately her abilities. Her unwavering goal is to preserve her health and enjoy a vibrant old age. To her, the prospect of death holds no fear. Her primary concern is losing her capacity to care for herself. Her ideal end would be a peaceful passing in her sleep, a sign that she has lived a full and satisfying life. Contrary to the common misconception that an elderly person living alone is a sign of misery, Grandale views her solitary lifestyle as a testament to her happiness and autonomy. She understands that true contentment in old age is rooted in robust health. The ability to live independently, free from illness and discomfort, is the cornerstone of her joy. She believes that maintaining good health is not just about longevity, but about the quality of life enjoyed in later years. For her, the absence of physical ailments and the freedom to live life on her terms are the ultimate measures of happiness. In her view, a healthy body is the key to a peaceful and fulfilling old age. Grandale's perspective challenges conventional notions about aging and independence. She demonstrates that living alone can be a source of profound happiness when it is accompanied by good health and self-sufficiency. Her life is a testament to the idea that age is not a barrier to living fully and joyfully. Instead, it is a stage where the choices one makes about health and self-care can significantly impact their overall well-being and satisfaction. Grandma Le reflects on her robust health and optimistic outlook with a sense of deep contentment. "I am in great health and my spirits remain high," she says with a twinkle in her eye. "My happiness in these later years is as vibrant as ever, and living alone has not diminished my quality of life. The secret to my enduring joy and independence for the past 20 years boils down to 3 key principles. Firstly, I believe that as one grows older, a certain degree of selfishness is not only permissible but necessary. Our children have their own lives and responsibilities, and it's crucial not to become a burden to them. When my husband was alive, our combined pensions provided us with a comfortable income of 7,000 to 8,000 yuan per month. He was exceptionally skilled at managing our finances and maintaining our household without compromising our lifestyle. We even generously supported our son and daughter-in-law with 2,000 yuan each month, despite having our financial obligations. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. When my son and daughter-in-law bought a spacious home of over 100 square meters, they faced a significant monthly mortgage of over 6,000 yuan. Although their combined income exceeded 10,000 yuan, they were under considerable financial strain due to child rearing and various living expenses. Empathizing with their situation, my husband chose to alleviate their burden by providing them with 2,000 yuan each month. After my husband's passing, I had a candid conversation with my son and daughter-in-law. I explained that, with his death, our household had one less income, and thus I could no longer afford to continue the monthly support. They were incredibly understanding and reassured me that they no longer required financial assistance. They encouraged me to focus on my well-being and to let them know if I faced any difficulties. From that moment on, I stopped the financial support. I felt that while I could offer help when I was able, it was impractical and unsustainable to pretend I could continue providing support when I no longer had the means. Such pretense would only harm both myself and others. Grandma Lee's approach underscores a profound sense of self-awareness and personal responsibility. Her decision to prioritize her well-being and to stop financial support when it became untenable highlights her commitment to living authentically and maintaining her dignity. She understands that true happiness in old age comes from balancing independence with empathy, and she navigates her later years with grace and practical wisdom. Grandma Lee's philosophy is grounded in practical wisdom that prioritizes both her well-being and her family's peace of mind. She believes that if an elderly person is unable to provide support to their children, then the best course of action is to avoid adding to their burdens. "If I had continued giving my son 2,000 yuan a month," she explains, "it would undoubtedly have impacted my standard of living. My financial resources are not limitless, and maintaining such support would force me to cut back on my own needs, including my nutrition and overall health. Should my health suffer as a result, it would place an additional strain on my son, who would then have to work harder to care for me. This, in turn, could be detrimental to him. So I believe that the most sensible approach for an elderly person is to take care of their health and avoid imposing additional burdens on their children." With this in mind, Grandma Le has meticulously managed her pension of 4,500 yuan by dividing it into 3 distinct categories: one portion for daily living expenses, another for various necessities, and the third for savings. This thoughtful allocation allows her to live comfortably and maintain a sense of security. By doing so, she ensures that she is well supported without encroaching upon her children's responsibilities or peace of mind. This approach not only provides Grandma Lei with a sense of financial stability, but also reassures her children that she is capable of managing her affairs. It reflects a balance of self-reliance and consideration, illustrating her commitment to maintaining both her independence and her family's tranquility. Her pragmatic financial planning and dedication to self-care exemplify a responsible and thoughtful attitude toward aging, allowing her to enjoy her later years with a sense of fulfillment and peace. Grandma Lei's philosophy is deeply rooted in a nuanced understanding of self-care and familial dynamics. She asserts that, regardless of age, everyone should maintain clear personal boundaries and embrace a touch of self-interest. Whether young or old, it's vital to have a sense of boundaries and a bit of healthy selfishness, she reflects. Without this, the elderly risk living in constant discomfort and dissatisfaction. It's essential to think of oneself to avoid a life marred by regret and pain. In her view, one of the most critical aspects of aging gracefully is refraining from excessive interference in the lives of one's children. Many elderly individuals fall into the trap of trying to alleviate their children's struggles, believing that their assistance is necessary, she observes. However, this often leads not only to physical and emotional exhaustion for the elderly, but also to unintended consequences for their children. Constant intervention can foster dependency rather than independence. It's far better to step back and allow children to confront and resolve their challenges. This way they can grow, learn, and truly progress. By over-involving oneself, the elderly inadvertently hinder their children's development and well-being. Furthermore, Grandma Lei emphasizes the importance of financial prudence. When it comes to money, it's crucial to save enough for oneself, she advises. Elderly people have various needs, including medical expenses and daily living costs. If all resources are given away, they might find themselves in a precarious situation when they need financial support. Therefore, it's imperative to ensure that there are sufficient funds set aside for personal needs. Grandma Lei's approach underscores the principle that self-care and independence are paramount for a fulfilling old age. By managing her resources wisely, avoiding unnecessary involvement in her children's lives, and maintaining a clear sense of boundaries, she ensures that she can enjoy her later years with dignity and satisfaction. Her philosophy serves as a reminder that the most responsible and compassionate way to age is by balancing self-care with thoughtful, respectful distance from the lives of loved ones. So what have you learned from Grandale's remarkable story? Her journey teaches us the value of self-reliance, the importance of maintaining independence, and how a positive attitude can transform our later years into a fulfilling and joyful chapter of life. We'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned from this video that you plan to put into practice in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave your comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content.